Hey guys, today we are doing our very first hashtag Ask Piper, where I answer questions in full instead of dodging them and playing my autism card because, oh my god, how does social? I don't do social, how do socialize? What? At Crispy Muffin asks, what age did you find out you had autism? 26. At Flower Teas asks, what is your favorite Melanie Martinez song, and are you excited for Mel's album, which will hopefully come out soon? Well, my favorite song is still Pity Party. I still really relate to it because of that moment I shared in that one video, and I also like the song that it sampled a lot, or was it a cover? Oh god, I don't have time to think about, I don't know shit-ass nothing about music. I just know that I like Melanie and she's cool, and I am lucky that I came into this fandom late because there's a really big gap in between those albums. I mean, her last one and whenever this next one will come out. And at least since I came into this fandom late, I don't know what I've been missing out on all that time. So, that sounds so dumb. Okay, whatever. At Kiki Loves 21 asks, what times in your childhood do you realize now were signs of your sexuality? Okay, well first, here's an update on my sexuality because I think I was wrong in my coming out video when I said I was polysexual. Not that I was like super sure of it when I was talking about it, but blah blah whatever. Because romantic, sexual, and aesthetic attractions are different things. And my attraction to men is almost always just romantic or aesthetic. I say just romantic, like romantic isn't important. It's just not that important to me, okay? It's okay if romance is important. Why am I being so politically correct? Fuck me. Okay, whatever. I can probably count the men I've been aroused by my whole life on one hand. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Same with other non-binary people when they're not presenting as femme. So I think I was closer in the beginning when I thought I was a lesbian for 10 years. The being sexually attracted to only women part anyway. So, gynephilia. Even though I'm biologically female, since I am also gender fluid, I don't think I count as a lesbian unless you can be like a part-time lesbian, which sounds weird, and part of the reason I came out of the closet was because I just felt like I was leeching off the lesbian community, so I'd feel less alone. And that's not fair of me. Lesbians have enough problems, and since I've felt androgynous as a kid all the time, that's probably like my default gender or something, unless biological sex matters? I don't know. I'm a YouTuber, not a gender science man. I just kind of do stuff. Fuck it. I don't even care anymore. I just really like girls a lot, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I like girls a lot. Okay, that was boring. So in elementary school, I had a quote-unquote boyfriend, and I overheard someone at lunch teasing him for dating me, and he denied it and said he had a crush on Carly. And I was jealous, not because he denied liking me, who gives a fuck about that, but because I liked Carly, and I saw her first, damn it. Of course, now I'm all about sharing partners, but not food or toothbrushes. Anyway, also in elementary school, there was this young teacher I liked. Oh god, this one's embarrassing. I didn't know her, but I thought she was pretty, and I took a picture of her butt one day at a school dance. I threw away the picture later on in life because I was afraid my parents would find it. I didn't get caught at the time, or maybe they did, and they just thought, oh, a girl taking a picture of her teacher's butt. She probably just thought it was funny or something. Haha, heteronormativity, woo! Anyway. And then there was that one time in 7th grade. Can't forget that. I was in the bathroom with 3 other girls, and I was at this shitty private school, and it was chapel day. So we had to wear skirts, and they were lifting up their skirts and showing each other their underwear and giggling. I don't really understand why, but I did like it. And I was just staring and hoping they'd do it again. I also really liked drawing the female form, but showed no interest in men, ever. At the Rad Amigo says, what was your favorite era of music? Well, aside from the stuff being released this decade, I'm going to go with the 90s. Nirvana and Britney were my faves back then. Although my favorite song actually was released in the 60s, I think. It's The House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. It's a really good song. At the LOL Shack asks, you clearly like visual novels, but what other genres of gaming do you enjoy? And at Plastic Tasty asks, all-time favorite video game? First of all, I am obsessed with the Zelda series. Breath of the Wild exceeded my expectations, and they were pretty high. I love the shit out of that game, really. But Ocarina of Time, Oracle of Ages, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Hyrule Warriors even, they all blew me away. I love them. I love the inconsistent lore, though I do wish it was a little more consistent. I love the action, I just really like it. I can't word. I've been a long-time fan of the Harvest Moon series, and I love farming simulators like Stardew Valley and Rune Factory. DSQ'd is my favorite farming simulator, despite the fact that it sucks ass. Because I have tons of money, I can gamble indefinitely. Every bachelor and special girl in town is in love with me. I'd say that's a perk. Well, like half of my farm buildings are made of gold. And I've pretty much got the harvest sprites working for me every day of their lives, so I can impress the harvest goddess with, quote-unquote, my accomplishments. God help the world, if I were a billionaire in real life, I'd be a monster. You know I would. My favorite game of all time is a JRPG called Tales of Symphonia. I've logged at least 1,000 hours on it by now, over the past 15 years or however long it's been. Hard to tell because I've used different memory cards since then, you know. But I canceled the Let's Play of it from lack of interest, but I have posted a few boss battles on Mania mode. They're still on this channel. That's the hardest difficulty setting, Mania mode. Maybe someday when this channel is more established, I'll give it another shot. I can answer the questions as myself, and we can find out who my Symphonia soulmate is. Gasp. I don't know. I'll think of something. Someday, eventually, maybe. Okay, that's not encouraging. Whatever. You know, before I leave this question, how about a few other worthy mentions? Because I really liked Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and I can't wait for the remake. They're doing an HD remake. And Bankaito's. It was beautiful and well written, and I had to cancel that series too because it took time away from my art and it wasn't getting any views. But I did finish the game again for the first time since my youth, and it was damn good. So, and of course, I'm still looking forward to Yandere Simulator. A couple people have asked me, do I still support the game? Yes, I totally do. And if you guys want to see some gameplay from me for any of these games I've mentioned, because I own them and can actually fulfill that, please speak up. I do read the comments, and your feedback is important to the growth of this channel. La Loeta Kitty asks, if you could marry one fictional character from any piece of fiction, no questions asked, who would you choose and why? Alright. First, let's take a look at Piper's Weeaboo Harem. Keeping in mind, I can only keep one of these. I threw this together to help me decide. Well, we can turn these two off, because I'm more of a waifu dude. Actually, you know what? We can just demote all of these to side hoes, because if I don't get rid of them, Monica will. If you play Doki Doki Literature Club, you understand. At Carbonated P, nice username, asks, what are you planning on doing for Christmas this year? Okay, working on my visual novel, probably. I know that's so boring, but I'm not really much of a holiday guy. Well, I'll probably stop by my grandmother's house, eat her food, and then leave and work on my visual novel. I'm really not that sociable. At Aiden asked, hopefully I pronounced that right, sorry if I didn't, what are your OCs for? Visual novel, game, comic, etc., and where can I read or play it? Hiccup. I'm working on 3 different series right now. Jeremy, Decca, Robin, Stevie's show, and Selin are a part of a webcomic that I'm still God damn it, hiccups. That I'm still writing the script for. It sounds like a game, but it's actually just a comic that takes place in a dimension with video game-like physics. So when I'm done for the script, which who knows how long that'll take, I'll start doing the art. There will be a safe for work version publicly available, as well as an uncensored adult version that will only be available on my Patreon, and probably published books. By uncensored, porn and blood. In the meantime, I modded Jeremy into Stardew Valley and I roleplay as her. You can watch it on this channel. It's kind of like a Let's Play, but I cut a lot of stuff out to make it more episodic. The one with Nancy... I'm a little sick, sorry. Oh my god, I don't even remember what I was saying now. Okay, that thing with Nancy, that's my visual novel. And Camilla, she's also in it. Rosie, actually no, I think I only talked about Rosie on Patreon. Whatever, that's all a part of the visual novel. I'm still working on the script for that. Actually, I don't think it's... You know what, fuck it. And I plan to release it before the still unnamed webcomic. I'm not sure when though, or how I'll get the project off the ground. I might have to do a Kickstarter. Oh, no. Later. But I'm not sure what I'll need, and if I want to go through the effort of a Kickstarter, because I've never actually donated to a Kickstarter that didn't make me regret donating. So, I'm not sure what I'll need though, so we'll see. I mean, music for sure. Maybe a professional programmer to fix up my shit. I said sick because I'm sick. Freudian slip, I guess. I posted my test footage on here, but absolutely nothing in it is final. Not even the font, except the background. That was her professor's living room. That is final. I don't think I'm going to change another pixel on it. The last one is a 5-book series called Cry for the Devil. I haven't shown any of the characters, but I'm mentioning it because I said I wrote a book about a woman getting revenge by killing all the men who gang raped her, and I want everyone to know that it has nothing to do with the visual novel or the comic in case somebody gets disappointed. But it is in the book series, but it takes a long time to write books, and even though book 1 is done, I don't want to release it until I can guarantee at least 1 book per year, or maybe even 2 years. It's just not really feasible for me to work on the books and the webcomics at the same time, so I'm trying to time this correctly. So I don't know what'll come first, but whatever. With the exception of Cry for the Devil, I put some behind the scenes art and shit on my Patreon. I won't be posting many more academic probation test runs publicly. I mean, maybe a couple, but I think that's more of a Patreon thing because they're not completed works and they're not even as detailed as, like, say, Yandere Simulator's progress reports. I just posted some little dumb thing and lost a lot of subscribers because I suck, I guess. Ha ha ha! At Jaden92724658 asks, who's your favorite character from your visual novel? Nancy for sure. I made her way back in 2010, which is when I started this project. I know, I've been on it like forever. And I love her, and I hope everyone else loves her too. I really do. I will be devastated if people don't like Nancy, and not just because I'm currently making her shirt available to purchase, but it's taking a really long time. At Ruby Can See You asks, if you had 3 wishes and they'd be granted to you with no twist or anything, what would you wish for? Well, to transition, first of all, but I'm sure you all saw that coming. That's boring. So let's do something more interesting. Eternal youth, that comes to mind really quickly, because that would make me feel better about fucking up my life so far. And since I get pissy when people answer that they'd wish for more wishes, God, fucking... I want my student loans paid off. Actually, no. No, that's not enough for me. I get a free wish with no consequences. Okay, I want all of the money that billionaires should have paid with their taxes instead of just hoarding it and crashing the economy. And then I can pay off my student loans and spend that money so it goes back into circulation. I'd make good businesses that pay their employees a living wage, pays its taxes, and is mindful of the environment. Hell yeah. Fuck trickle-down economics. Bring on that fucking faucet. Bring back the middle class and reshape it in my image. That is my third wish. See, I told you I'd be a terrifying billionaire. At Mars Chronicles asks, what inspired you to make a YouTube channel, and has it helped you in any way? Well, I originally made it to get my name out there so I could publish Cry for the Devil and have it not flop, but the thing was, I hated attention and I was super shy, and I'm still pretty shy. So I bought this mask and I decided to act out a persona named Piper Sweeney instead of showing my face or my real self or my real personality. So part of it was a low self-esteem too, and what I now realize is gender dysphoria, but whatever. It doesn't matter because later I just kind of killed the Piper Sweeney character off and absorbed her or something. I don't know. I stole her name and identity and made it my pen name. It sounds so weird. I'm sure a lot of people just think I selected Piper Sweeney as my pen name and kept it, but it was actually a name for a character that I just kind of took. So, anyway, second part of the question, doing YouTube, it really did help me get some things off my chest. I mean, therapy is nice, but here I can just talk and not have somebody try to fix me. And, I can come out of my shell a little bit more, and I'm really pleasantly surprised that some people actually like listening to me. And trying to keep my channel active, it also pushes me to work harder and more consistently. And sometimes I occasionally get a paycheck, not really a decent one, but, it's more incentive to keep creating, and that's really nice. At Ari0201 and the Rad Amigo ask, do I plan on doing a face reveal? Well, originally no, I didn't, but I broke character last year or something, but I really enjoy knowing people subscribe to me because they like my content and not just because they think I'm pretty. But now that I understand myself more, I think I will do a face reveal, but not until I fully transitioned, because I don't want to look back at my videos and being like, ugh, that's pre-transition me, kill it, it's hideous. You know what I mean? Of course, that'll cost money though, so how long it takes me to make a face reveal will depend on how soon or light I am successful. For now, almost all of my income comes from my Patreon and a little bit of YouTube ad revenue, so I guess how soon my face reveal comes will be indirectly impacted by how well this channel is doing. Shit, that's depressing, actually, because my channel, this is kind of embarrassing, but it's actually started growing 1/10 as fast lately, so it'll probably be a while before I do a face reveal unless I become a sugar baby or something, or release a viral video and I feel a hiccup coming on. I withheld it. Fuck! At Mariana76333820 asks, could you give me a description of your appearance? Doesn't have to be accurate, just something you identify as. Okay, honestly, for all intents and purposes, I am a crow. The Piper Sweeney persona may be dead, but the bird mask is very much alive still, and anytime I should feel the need to appear on camera, it will be wearing this beautiful mask. So please rate, subscribe, maybe hit notifications so YouTube will actually tell you when I put out a new video, since they made it inconvenient as hell to find just about anybody in subscriptions. Okay, and have a nice day. YouTube, subscription should be on the front page.